The last topic we're going to be discussing IFL watches. A little bit about watches. I like watches. I love watches and everything like that. Started getting into them a little bit more. And I'm not like I'm not the most researched on watches and all this other stuff, but I know a little bit. So when you have there's watch companies, of course, and then the most prestigious type of I guess watches per se are the ones that are automatic, and then you have automatic, and then you have the quartz. The quartz are mechanical, and I believe uses a battery, and then you have the automatic, which does like a little winding technique in the back, and those are looked at as more prestigious because of the way it was developed, and so because of um, it just takes more of a development time in order to do those type of automatic watches. So they're usually, I wouldn't say they're more prestigious, but that doesn't mean that like they're more expensive per se. Because just usually automatic watches are more expensive, but it just depends on where you're buying the watch from, right? Like you get a Citizen watch, automatic watch for like $250, right? But then for you're looking at Tissot, then their watches are like for their automatic Tissot watches, it can range like 600, 700. It just depends, but it's still the same type of mechanism and things like that. So I want to talk about IFO watches. Me, generally I like watches that like have some type of history to them. I also like watches that are like cool looking, sleek looking. I don't like watches that like to copy other watches too much. Like I don't like watches that are like a just try to copy too much. Like because I was looking at a Cartier Crash, right, which is like a $2 million watch. No, and I'm not trying to I don't have that amount of money, but I was just looking at it because it looked cool because what's his name? The streamer Castanat, he wore a Cartier Crash. And I believe the rapper too. This one rapper, he wore a Cartier Crash too, and LeBron also has a Cartier Crash. And I thought it was cool. So let me show you guys what a Cartier Crash is. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see. I'm gonna show you what a Cartier Crash is. Uh, Cartier Crash. So you guys can see it on the screen. So it's this type of watch right here. It's this like warped looking watch here, and it's I like it. It looks nice. And there was a company that kind of sells like the same shape, but I was just like, nah, it's just copying too much, and I don't like watches that copy other like it's like copying other brands and trying to be like, oh, we're the cheaper version that you can actually afford, and the cost of the watch be like 300, 400. It's just like, nah, I'd rather spend that 300, 400 on something that's more unique. It's not copying the designs of other watches. And I like things with the little background story and things like that. And yeah, so like, let me show you Cartier Crash. Let's look at Kai Cenat, right? Kai Cenat Cartier Crash. And this is just, I just wanted to talk about it. So this is his Cartier Crash right here. It's fire. Hopefully you guys can see it. Yeah, right here. See? His Cartier Crash. It's hard. Well, it's a really, really nice watch. It's a little blurry, but it's a nice watch and everything. And we go, let's look at LeBron James Cartier Crash. LeBron James Cartier Crash is crazy. But I think his is like $2 million or $3 million. Look at that. Wow, you see what I'm saying? And then we have who else? The rapper. Man, who's that rapper? The Odd Future rapper, Tyler the Creator. Tyler the Creator. He also got a Cartier Crash as well. Yeah, there we go. And these watches go for like 200 and something $1,000. Like this, and it's cool. I like them. They're a little small on the wrist. I have a bigger wrist. They're a little small, but I think Kanye West was the first one to wear a Cartier Crash. And it just got popular. I think he popularized it, Kanye West. But yeah, the Cartier Crash is hard, man. It's super hard. So yeah, so I like watches and things like that. And IFL watches. So like I was saying, IFL watches, they are a company that basically customizes watches. They don't create their own watches; they customize other watches that are already created. So their customizations deal with like they're really cool. They work with G Shock. They worked with what else did they work with? They work with G Shock, Timex. They work with Timex. They've also worked with Citizen. I think those are the three so far. I think they've done it with Tiso too. I think they've done Seiko as well. But yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Like, look at this G Shock, bro. Like, look at this G Shock customization, and it's called they call it the Casio, and it's so nice. I never knew like I would like a custom watch. You see what I'm saying? It's so clean. So like the Cassie, like the G Shock is, you know, we all know what G Shock is, right? It's a stable, and we all used to try to want to get G Shocks when we was in high school and all that type of stuff. But yeah, so like they basically just take the case out, and it's actually hand designed. So let me see if I can find a video of them hand hand designing one. Let me see if I can find a video of them hand designing. But yeah, it's basically hand designed, man. And they paint them, and they do all that type of cool stuff to the watches. And yeah, I just think it's really cool, because it's still a Citizen watch. It's still a Timex watch. It's still a G Shock, but they just they're professionals. They open up the watch case, and they design all the watches.